Hello, third graders. This is Smith here. Today we are doing Unit 2, Lesson 12, which is on page 141 of your book. Go ahead and grab that. Let's get started. In this little video lesson, we're talking about multiplying numbers with multiples of 10. So think of all the numbers you'd say when you count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You can use all of the knowledge you have about multiplying numbers by, all your math facts, right? Multiplying single digit numbers and just scooching things over one place value, just as if you were counting by 10. So it says here when a number of ones is multiplied by 10, so 1 10 and 5 ones, that's 5 tens, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10 times 5 is 50. 5 tens, 50, right? So to multiply with multiples of 10, use place value and the properties that we've talked about before. So here, when you do something like 2 times 3, you have 2 ones, and you're multiplying that by 3 ones, and so you can do 2 times 3, which is 6, and then the 1 times 1 is 1, 6 times 1 is 6. When you do 2 ones times 3 tens, or 30, you can do 2 ones multiplied by 3 tens. Because of the, commutative property, you can move it around a little bit, and you can do 2 times 3, which is still 6, and then 1 times 10, which is 10, and then you have 10, 60. Okay? So in each of these, we're going to basically break apart the multiple of 10 into what you multiply by 10 to get that number, and then we'll multiply that with the other factor, and then we will multiply that by 10. So you're just breaking that 10 out and then popping it back in, and that makes it a little simpler. It sounds complicated, but it's really not so bad. So 40 divided by 10 is what? 4, right? So 4 times 10 is 40, right? Oh, that marker's not really showing up. Second, let me turn off my alarm. Apologies, my alarm was going off. So then you have your 6. Oh, my pen is dying too. Isn't that great? Your 6 times the 4 times 10, which is 40. So first you do the 6 times 4, and what's that? 24. So 24 tens would be 240. Okay? The next one, when you break 50 apart into 10 times something, what's the something? It's 5. Right? So then you'll do that 4 times the 5. What is 4 times 5? 20, right? So then what's 4 times 5 times 10, or 20 tens? 200. Right here, let's see, we got our 70 is equal to 7 times 10, and then we'll multiply our 8 by that. What's 8 times 7? 56. So 56 tens is 560. Next one here, our 90 divided by 10, or what do you multiply by 10 to get 90? It's 9, right? Then you have your 3 times 9 times 10. 3 times 9 is 27. So 27 tens is 270. All right. So now we're just going to keep doing that as we continue ahead and get a little more practice in, okay? So 3 times 4 is 12. So 3 times 4 tens, or 40, would be 120, or 12 tens. 1 times 2 is 2. 10 times 2, or 10 ones times 2, 20. 9 times 8, 22. 9 times 8 times 10, 720. 2 times 9, 18. 2 times 9 times 10, 180. Hopefully you're noticing that pattern here. Some people describe this as just adding a 0 on the end, but I don't like to say it like that because when you add 0, it doesn't really change the number. But what you're doing is you're scooching the place value over by 1 space, right? If you're feeling good about this, you can keep going and just correct it with me. If you want to stay with me, you're welcome to do that. So 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 50 is 250. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 50 is 150. 1 times 1 is 1. 10 times 1 is 10. 2 times 3 is 6. 20 times 3, 60. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 60 is 100. Just scooching over that place value, right? 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 40, 80. 6 times 3, 18. 6 times 30 is 180. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 20 is 180. So now, it's going to skip this first step, but you kind of do it in your head anyways, right? So 2 times 30, well, 2 times 3 is 6, so this is 60. 5 times 40, 5 times 4 is 20, so this is 200. 9 times 6, so I'm thinking 54 times 10, 540. 3 times 80, so that's going to be 240, so 24 tens. 2 times 70, 14 tens. 5 times 90, 50. 45 tens, right? 9 times 50, same thing. 450. 5 times 20. 5 times 2 is 10, so 10 tens. 3 times 30. 3 times 3 is 9, so 9 tens. 5 times 80. 100, 40 tens. 90. 81 tens, 810. 5 times 60, so 30 tens, 100. 7 times 5 is 35, so 350. 8 times 5 is 40, so this is going to be 40 tens, 400. And 6 times 4 here is 24, so 24 tens, 240. So describe how to multiply a 1-digit number and a multiple of 10. So you multiply. So what do you think? Think about what you want to write and write it down there. So use your single digit fact, then multiply by 10. Right, that's one way to describe it, but if you have something similar, you can. Make sure you're practicing your math facts today and check and see if you have an assignment, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.